What is up, Lovecraft Country fans? Season 2. Let's talk about what's to come. So, I already talked about the ending explained to Season 1, where I just, pretty much talked about the episode itself, which is what I usually always do with episodes. A little brief, I would say recap, if you will, of what happened, my thoughts, and then what I think is going on. And some people seem to be upset about that one, but that's what I always do, and that's what I did. So, let's get into season 2 now. So, one of the things I did notice, though, when I went back and watched some parts of the episode when I was doing my recap, was that in those scenes when we see Gian holding Christina and Atticus, and she can see everything that happened, and we see the baptism, we see Ruby being killed pretty much. One of the things we also see happen is right before Letty hit the ground, we see Christina as Ruby give an incantation to sort of protect her, if you will. And this is going to explain why Christina wasn't baffled when she saw Letty alive. So I think Christina really did have some type of feelings for Ruby, and she was like, I made a promise to her that I would keep her sister safe, so I'm going to do just that. So I think that Christina actually put the sign back on her, the incantation to keep her invulnerable, right before she hit the ground. Thus, that's what happened. And so pretty much that's where we're at right there with that. So I just wanted to clear that up, because in my ending explained, I said that she maybe was able to do it after the whole ritual happened and magic came back. So that didn't make sense right there for me. So I went to go look back at it. Now we get it. So biggest question, is Atticus dead? Will he be appearing in season 2? Misha Green said that she has no intention to give any spoilers away, but she does know where the show is going. So I think that Atticus is going to be dead for the foreseeable future in this show. We will be seeing him, I believe, in apparition, ghost form, all of that. There is no way they would not include him in that type of form in season 2. But the lead actor, Jonathan Mayers, he is going on to go to a Netflix show. Plus, he's playing Kang the Conqueror. So, plate's pretty full right now for him to take on a lead role again in this. I'm be glad to do it. I think Jurnee Smollett was a very great actress in this, and I would love to see her in it more and expand her role more than it has been. So, new powers, new magic, book of names, what's going to happen? I don't know. Is Ruby going to be dead? That is another question. Now, I would really, really be bummed out if Ruby is dead, but I believe that Letty will find a way, now that she possesses all this magic, to bring her back in some way that she can. So does this mean that now, with the Book of Names being at the disposal of Letty and all of that, are we going to get a new foe, or are we still going to get Christina back? I believe it will be a mixture of both. I just don't see Christina really going yet. There is some essence out there, and we're going to see it come into fruition where she will be making an appearance, but I believe that we will be introduced to another foe come the next presence. I don't know, but it's going to be crazy. Shoggoth and D, where are they headed next? I could definitely see a show or spin-off where we get to see some adventures like that, especially after that robotic arm, which caught me off guard completely, but once we saw it, I was like, that's a bamf. So I would love to see that. Shoggoth is a very, very cute pet, and you're just like, damn, I was scared of those things in the first couple of episodes, but now I'm just like, all right, not bad. Will we be seeing little George grown up? That's a question that I think won't be answered next season. I do feel we're going to be seeing little George as a baby, but I think we're definitely going to get into some interesting things once he does end up growing up, which I think we are going to see before this series wraps up completely. Also, Hippolyta, what is going to happen with her? She is pretty much she is awakened. She is awakened. And there is no way that she will feel comfortable staying in this realm when she knows about all the other realms and all of that. And at this point, I see her more sort of as a spiritual guide of sorts for the characters, and at points like that. Montrose, I do hope he gets some sort of closure. That is the character I definitely felt for the most throughout this show, and I would love to see that happen for him. Any rebirths, as I said, Atticus, Ruby, George, even Christina, could we be seeing them come back at any point? Yes, that is very likely and going to happen with all of them, I believe, especially with Atticus and Ruby. I do believe those two characters, I would say character arc hasn't completely been like seen and developed as much as it should be. So that's why I believe we're going to be seeing them pop up in some sort of way in the coming season as we go. Now, Misha Green and the other creators and people behind the show have said that they already know what direction this is going. And just based on the finale, it definitely leaves a lot of things open and you wondering what exactly is going to be the conclusive end to all of this, because magic is out there and there's more people that probably know about it now. And them seeing sort of Christina go down as the last line of this like family and everything might open the gates for somebody else to come in and be like, all right, now it's our turn to go ahead and do this. So I do think that is going to be part of it, as well as Letty trying to figure out what is the best way to keep the Book of Names, to keep all of this magic, and still try to live a normal life of sorts. I think that is going to be what is going to be happening here, is her trying to deal with all of this as well. And it should be a very, very intense second season now that everything is out, because this part of the show, the first part, was sort of intrigue, curiosity. What is happening? Is this really, really like what is going to happen with us? And now by the end of it, it's like, yeah, magic exists. We're going to take control of it and we're not going to let nothing happen. And you really saw Letty come through it at the end when she was just like not scared of all Christina, chanting the damn spell, stabbing her, and just making it happen. So next season, we should be in for a treat, I feel. So yeah, as I said, I think Atticus is coming back. Ruby's coming back in some shape, way, or form. Not completely, because I feel that would really take away from their deaths and what it meant. So I don't think they're going to come back, because this show, I think, takes those risks. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. Let me know any questions that you have. I'll try to answer them in another video I'll be making as well, because we just got a lot to talk about this show. That next video will be coming out this Thursday, so make sure you're subscribed, turn on the bell for notifications to know when that comes out. But that's just going to be me answering some other questions I had as well that I couldn't get to in this video, because I don't want to make a 30-minute video, but I'll be doing that as well. So if you have any other questions, I'll try to put them into the video as well. Make sure you check out my first 13 days of Halloween video as well. It's on my favorite horror movie, Scream. And yeah, that's all I can say right there. We will have a video every day based around Halloween, horror, all of that, as well as these videos where I talk about everything that's happening in pop culture. Also, check out my gaming channel. I just started that over there if you're into gaming, Dead by Daylight, all of that. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at NerdRound. My TikTok is at NerdRound. Anchor down below. Nerdround.com is my website. And just make sure you turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you give it a thumbs up before you leave. And leave your questions down below of what you want to know about Season 2. I'll try my best to tell you what I assume is going to happen and from what I've read from the show creators as well. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Stay positive.